Hey guys, I'm Michael. I'm from TMT, which is Timothy Ministry Training. It's a Bible college based in Wellington. And I just want to share with you guys things that happened on outreach that we just got back from. So in TMT, we have two national outreaches. The first one, we get to go to Bloemfontein and to the coast. Two teams go to Bloemfontein, and the team that I was on, we went to Mossel Bay, PE, and East London. And I just want to quickly share with you testimonies from the coast outreach. It was such a cool time to see what God did in the places there, in the schools and in the churches we went to, and not only just in the people's lives there, but in our lives as well. And it was so amazing to see what God did. So the first week we were in Mossel Bay. We went to school there, and we got to go into classes that teachers gave to us that we could just share the gospel and speak to the kids there. And it was so cool how a lot of the classes were open to it, but there were also certain classes that were not that open to it. I still remember this one class where guys would pull out their tablets or their phones to try and actually prove us wrong, and ask us questions as we would give class to try and disrupt us the whole time. But it was so cool to see how that's how it started off in the beginning of the week. But at the end of the week, these same guys were asking, how do we have a relationship with God? And it was so cool to see that God could come and soften hearts. And just in a week of speaking with them and showing them love and just speaking the truth to them, that God himself revealed himself to them. And it was so cool that how many times we would pray for provision, that God would provide something, and then people come to us the next day and say, hey, God did this thing, look what he provided. And it was so cool to see that not only do we share about God or speak about him, but he actually showed himself to them as well. And it's so cool to see that happening. So the second week, we went through to PE. What an awesome place, a beautiful city it is. We got to join in with Oxygen Life and just be a part of the life of the church there, where we could do kids ministry on Sunday services with them in the morning and the evening, and how we could actually just join in during the week and do church maintenance and get to go to different schools. We didn't go into set school in PE, but we did visit into different schools, and it was so cool to see what God is doing there. I think the thing that just stood out for me there was the family life in PE, just to see them just come and surround us, people they don't know, but they would just come and just open up to us and just accept us as we are and just be there with us. And it was so cool to see that happening. So from PE, we moved on to East London. And while God was moving in East London, we didn't go into school there, but we did go into a creche. And where we would sit with kids from 9 to 12 and just love on them and just spend time with them. There was a language barrier, so we couldn't speak to them because they were Xhosa and we were English and Afrikaans, so we couldn't really speak to them. But it's so cool to see how love, there's no barrier in that, how just love breaks the barriers and it goes over that, and how we could just speak to kids and just show them we love them, and it was so cool to see that happening. We had night sessions every night there. We were in New Life Church there, based there, and we were just getting involved in the life of the church. We got to sit down with the worship team on the Monday, Tuesday night and just speak into the team and just give them guidance and things that they can kind of put into their worship team. And it was so cool just to sit with them. But it was meant for the worship team, but the whole congregation just decided they're going to join in, and how they were all open and receiving what God had to say to them. And it was so cool how the Spirit just showed up every single night when we had a session. He just came and it was quiet, and then he just showed up and he came and knocked us. And it was cool to see not only did he do things in the congregation's life, but in our life as well. So after that, we went back to Wellington, and we thought we'd be tired after 3 weeks of continuous outreach, continuous speaking the gospel and continuous working and do things of the kingdom. But it was complete opposite. We were full of life and energetic after that and excited. And I just want to encourage you guys with this, that to go out and share the gospel. And I really hope that this does encourage you guys to see that there is a world out there that we can reach. Thanks guys for listening, and I hope this blesses you guys. See you guys next time.